first question is submitted by Lisa, and she wants to know, was the coronavirus set free accidentally or intentionally? And will those responsible for setting it free be held accountable on this earth?
So it's a great question, and there are there's a segment of the world population, to be accurate, that wants to believe that this was released intentionally. It wasn't. It just wasn't. It doesn't serve any purpose to release something like that uncontrolled. Even if China was willing, and they probably are willing to sacrifice a percentage of their population, taking into account that it would spread worldwide, that's even too big for China or Russia. It's just not, it was never released intentionally. We were overdue for a pandemic of this magnitude and size. We have had, we'll call them, it's probably not fair, but we're going to call them mini pandemics in the past, Hong Kong flu and things like that. Mm-hmm. And they've been pretty managed. We knew once this came out, I got the goosebumps, once this came out, that this was going to be very, very different. And indeed it has, and indeed it will continue to do so. So I can't remember, what was the second part of that question? Something about will people who be brought to justice?
Yes, will those responsible for setting it free be held accountable?
Yeah, hard to know what goes on behind doors, any kind of doors or walls with China. People were murdered, doctors, researchers were murdered just for bringing this to the attention of the government. So it is unlikely that we'll ever know if anybody was held accountable for this. The thing of it is, we're going to say it doesn't really matter. It just is not even about that. That is, humans love conspiracy theories. There is a segment of the population that loves conspiracy theories. They are just attributable to people who are sort of anarchist in character, and these anarchists don't want to be controlled by anyone or anything, and so they have to stir up stuff. And we'll have that as long as there are people on this planet, which we see for a good long time, way past all of our lifetimes here, eons. Although there will come a time, they just told me 3,000 years down the line, that we'll be faced with the possibility of extinction. Wow. But you and I won't be here.
No.
Well, not in this form. We may be here in another body. We'll see. I have been made clear to me that I won't come back for about 400 years unless I choose to do something else about that. And I'm pretty okay with coming back in about 4,000 years. So, I mean, 400 years. Anyway, so these anarchists really like to stir things up, and we're going to say that there's a modicum of, I don't know if that's even the right word, but a little bit of, we kind of like people to stir things up occasionally. It's good. It makes people think, it makes people question, and they should question. However, there's a line, and there's a group of people. I'm not attributing labels. They're not telling me labels. Just know that there are people that like to exceed that because it serves their purpose, whatever that is for them. So no, it wasn't set free. Nobody is going to be held responsible. Nobody needs to be held responsible. We're trying to at least in the United States, really solve our own problems. And there are quite a few. So, you know, it's been a trifecta of a confluence of events that have happened, and that's enough to keep us busy. So I hope that answers the question, and we'll just move on.